Hello, I'm Abby from Sutton Schoolswork. Welcome to our Easter assemblies online. Easter is a very important time for Christians. At Easter time, we remember and celebrate the reason why Jesus came to earth. He came to make a way for us to be friends with God. Are you sitting comfortably? Let's begin. Let's start with a game. What shape am I? We're going to slowly reveal different shapes to you. How quickly can you work out what each shape is? In last week's story, Jesus had been sentenced to death on a cross, crucifixion. The cross is the main symbol of Christianity. It might seem strange that Christians used the cross as their symbol. Why would Jesus' followers want to remember the cross? Let's hear today's Bible story.
The Roman soldiers had already beaten Jesus with their cruel whips. "You say you're a king, do you?" they said. "Then you better have a crown." And they took a crown that they'd made out of painfully sharp thorns and rammed it down on top of Jesus' head. And they laughed at him as the blood trickled down Jesus' face. "Some king you are," they laughed. "Some king you are." Out of the city and up the hill they marched, forcing Jesus to carry a huge wooden cross. When they reached the top of the hill, the soldiers flung Jesus on the ground. They dragged him on top of the cross. And then they took hammers and cruel, sharp nails and they banged them into his hands and his feet. Bang! 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 And even though those soldiers were putting him through such pain, still Jesus cared about them. The soldiers heard him calling out to God, "Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing." And then the soldiers took a sign which said, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews," and they placed it on top of the cross and then swung the cross and Jesus up into the air. And the next thing, they took dice and the soldiers played a game to see which of them would take home Jesus' clothes. As Jesus hung there, people shouted up at him on the cross. "He saved others, he can't save himself," said one old man. "You're a liar all the time," jeered another. "Why, if you're the Son of God, don't you just step down off the cross and save yourself," said a couple of teenagers. And of course, they were all right. Jesus could have made it stop just by saying a word. But it wasn't the nails that kept him on the cross. It was love. There were two other men on crosses, one on Jesus' right, the other on Jesus' left. "Why don't you save yourself and save us?" said the man on his left. "Be quiet," said the criminal on his right. "This man hasn't done anything wrong. We have. This man doesn't deserve to die." And then he turned to Jesus and said, "Jesus, will you remember me when you rule in your kingdom?" And Jesus turned to the man on his right and he said, "Today you will be with me in heaven." God couldn't watch as Jesus was blamed for all the bad things people had done. He had to turn away from the boy that he loved, as tears rolled down Jesus' face. At about 12 noon, the sun disappeared, covering the whole earth in a terrible darkness, a darkness which lasted for 3 whole hours. In the darkness of that Friday afternoon, Jesus called out, "My God, why have you left me on my own?" And then about 3 o'clock he said, "It is finished." And it was. Jesus had finished the work that he'd come to earth to do. And the next thing he said as he hung on that cross was, "God, I give you my life." And with that, Jesus died. At that very moment, the sky was filled with strange dark shadows, purple, orange, black, like a bruise. The earth shook, rocks split, and in the temple in Jerusalem, the curtain which separated everybody from the holiest place of all tore from top to bottom into 2 pieces. Now everybody could see to the holiest place of the temple. With everything that had happened, the soldiers who'd been guarding Jesus at the cross were scared. Scared at what they'd seen, scared at what they'd done. No more jeering at Jesus now, no more mocking him. Now they were believing that he could be who he said he was. Maybe he could be the Son of God.
Question time. What did the sign above Jesus' head say? What did Jesus say to God, his Father, as he hung on the cross? What happened in the temple when Jesus died? Amazing! The Bible says, when Jesus died, the curtain in the temple was torn into 2 pieces. The tear started at the top and tore all the way to the bottom. Also, the earth shook and rocks were broken. Christians believe that the temple curtain being torn in 2 was a sign of what Jesus' death had accomplished. The curtain separated the most holy place where God was from the people. When Jesus died, people were no longer separated from God by their sin. They were able to have a relationship with God himself. Scholars believe the curtain was 60 feet high, 30 feet wide and 4 inches thick. Wow! And it tore in 2. Amazing. Let's go back to the story.
After Jesus had died, a good man called Joseph, who lived in a place called Arimathea, was given permission to bury Jesus. He carefully took Jesus' body down from the cross, wrapped it in fine linen cloth, and with the help from a man called Nicodemus, the 2 of them carried Jesus' body down the hill. Joseph was a rich man and he had a garden in which was a tomb. It was a kind of a grave cut out of the rock. He was going to be placed in that when he was dead himself, but instead, with the help of Nicodemus, they carefully placed Jesus' body inside that tomb, rolled a great big stone in front of it, and walked away. Jesus' friends, the people that loved him, had never felt so sad.
Now some questions for you to think about. If you're in a small group, perhaps you could take some time to discuss your answers. If you are on your own, you could write down what you think. As Jesus hung on the cross, some people said, he saved others, but he can't save himself. What do you think? If you were one of Jesus' friends, how would you have felt after he died? The religious leaders were glad to get rid of Jesus, but they remembered something that he had told his followers. Jesus had said that he would come back to life 3 days after he died. So, the leading priests and Pharisees went to Pilate. They asked him to seal Jesus' tomb, to stop his followers stealing the body, and telling everyone he was raised from the dead. Pilate did as he was asked. He sealed the tomb with a huge stone and posted guards outside to protect it. A dark day indeed. Jesus of Nazareth, dead, buried in a tomb. Is all hope gone for his followers? Come back next week for our last Easter assembly and find out what happened.